be out. Kovacs below the surge as well. Will fall here shortly if he can't find a tag now, but Reet finds it instead, and that's your 5th place team now. Consistency tossed down for once. And it's looking like a repeat performance of yesterday for Huddy and Kovacs.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to really be able to bulldoze your way as a solo through Reet and Ritual of all duos. Peterbot and Boyo, though, this is the furthest we've seen them make it all day today, so they're clearly trying to ramp up for a big performance here in the 9th lobby, but Clix and Benno, on the other hand, they've got Gears and Sherry in their sights. Got a very efficient cutoff, but more importantly still, they need more damage. It's gonna take them some time, but finally Clix will connect. 77 above though. The damage threshold just continuing to threaten so many of our teams here today.
Yeah, if you were hoping to get lucky with Peterbot and Boyo, that already happened, right? Like 2 games, unprecedented. Doesn't happen often for them not to be in the end game. So this is everyone's chance now. The playing field has been even. Nicely done by Aviv here. Not only did he actually pick up and save Bugha, but he manages to find damage to keep them in the game and enough damage on the duo to have them to stop peeking so they can rotate, but it is not looking good for Aviva and Bugha. I don't know what more we can expect of them, but there are a lot of duos there. Toyota and Mapoli, the strongest Asian duo from day number 1. They finished in 10th, so they came in today with a lot to live up to, but have fallen a bit short now up against the likes of Aviv and Bugha here. What can Ping and Walks do?
There's ever a time to prove himself, it's now for Aviv, but he has so little HP to work with. But he has plenty of targets surrounding him. Bugha, though, just too low for the count. Sato's gonna find him. Aviv trying to go massive now to Reet. A little bit of spoiler, getting some tags and cracking those shields. But the fact of the matter is, Aviv and Bugha, they squeeze their way into the top 10, but they still go down for it.
Yeah, meanwhile, Thomas HD, you see there, just racking up eliminations, damage, everything that you could be hoping for. And there's another one onto K Shoto outside of the zone here, trying to make their late rotates. Clix, it is not looking good for him at the moment, as he's also in the storm right now. Vino is down. This is just a desperate spot to be in.
Clix, if anything, was just hoping to play for maybe another elimination at the end of the day, though. He's only got a little bit of sliver of HP to work with, but it's just enough. He might be able to clutch out at least 1 or 2 more placements if he can just stay hidden, fully concealed from the rest of the lobby. Only 3 builds though, MDF. I fear we're looking at the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it's definitely looking really close here. 8 HP for Clix, 3 mats to work with, late on the rotate here. Barely above the surge. It's just so tough. But he's staying alive here, earning little bits of placement, right? All this does start to add up here. Finds Mapoli, very weak. Almost gets an elimination there. Someone else ends up stealing it, but still, he's in the game right now, holding on.
He's at least got that 33 damage above the threshold. But again, MDF, it's just the odds so fully stacked against him. Any of these next builds that he crosses over could be his last. Teams could just be waiting for a perfect opportunity to scoop up a free 6 points from the backside of the zone, though. Clix continuing to try and charge through, hoping that he can catch another player off guard, but he sees gone. He knows that there's a knocked body, but he won't be able to power through and push into these boxes with the armored walls going up, instead of trying to remain concealed. But Boyo and Peterbot, they're gonna find him.
Of course, it's Boyo and Peterbot waiting to catch them in the web. Look at this though, Cammy and Seti. They talked about what they need to do in order to win this tournament here, and that is win more games. They got the last round, and then they didn't even sit down and celebrate. They know that they have to stay absolutely locked in here. But Queasy and Thomas HD are doing the same right now. Below the surge though, things can continue to develop here. Biko and Flixie now on the move. 3 Elims. Peterbot and Boyo very, very situated right now, but low on material.
Low on material, not only that, but Biko and Flixie hot on the heels as well. You have to consider they're making up a lot of lost ground just off the eliminations alone. And Peterbot and Boyo know it. They're just gonna try to play it out and control the low ground for the time being. But with that reveal medallion scanner having just gone out, it's a fresh opportunity for them to see if they can close in on somebody else. Chicho, though, with a big tag onto CZB. That's going to be the knock. And Peterbot, instead, finding Badil in the bottom layers. That's going to be a beautiful refresh for him at Boyo.
This is starting to look like a 4-way race unless Dukes and Sphinx can get a win. They're another top 10 team, of course. But Peterbot and Boyo are cooking right now. And also, they picked up material here. This low ground performance is one to take note of. On the other side, Thomas HD and Queasy are also playing the low ground here, but not so hot looking for them at the moment as they are running out of material. So very different start situations happening here.
They're at least healthy, though, and with that Gatekeeper shotgun primed, it only takes one good shot for Thomas HD to find the refresh necessary. They're going to continue to sink in from behind the rest of the foot traffic there, playing from the backside of zone. Peterbot, Boyo, meanwhile, staying ahead of the pack.
Thomas
has lost Thomas. He's going to opt for the medkit opportunity instead, and with 0 builds remaining, it's all going to boil down to whether or not he can even make it into the zone and stay concealed enough for nobody else to pick him off.
There it is. He's going to break through the sidewall. This has all been edited. Baka's very weak. White HP. The armor wall comes through. Not worth, of course, pursuing at this moment. He has to focus in on staying in the front side here. No build to work with. Enemy around the backside. Can he get one? More points for him. This is huge for Queasy now. Earning points, earning eliminations. He has to stay ahead of Peterbot, who is on the low ground with a down teammate. Peterbot, so much more to work with. However, it's still so close for everyone else. Another med kit is going to start coming out for Queasy.
He's just doing everything he can to survive. Peterbot, though, going to pick up Teeny in the process. Queasy finds another into Rapid. Not going to get a chance, though, to collect the body loot. Instead, he's scrambling, trying to remain out of sight here. Tulix and Chicho right behind him, but Peterbot grabs him in the end.
That's exactly what he needed as well. Peterbot trying to take back these points here. Finishing off Trulex now inside of a top 5 situation up on height. It's Dukes, though, with Peterbot looking to fight back. Do not count him out. It is all solos remaining here. Chicho goes down. The next one is down too. Batman Booga sent back to the lobby. 3 players now here. Peterbot looking at a 1v1v1 and another one. Down goes Bars. Can he find the final fight here? Dukes is excellent in these type of scenarios, but Peterbot is just a little better. Up top, the high ground hit is good, and he needs to go. And he does it again.
Peterbot, there is a reason why everyone is regarding him as the best in the world, and with a performance like that, he might just be.
Put him in the box, wrap him up, and send them back to the lobby is the motto here. Well played.
Would you please, forward, put your hands together for Peterbot and Boyo! My, oh my, oh my, Peterbot, that is how, that was ice cold. That is how you do it. Walk us through the last part of the game there. We just saw you sweep up. You are like unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't know. I just eliminated everyone. I mean, everyone was a solo players on me. Gold Gatekeeper with Drum Mag. I was just eliminating everyone. It was pretty easy.
I mean, you're right there with the guy. The crowd are behind you too. Poyo, unbelievable work from your duo partner here. When you see that in the end game, how are you reacting? How are you feeling in that moment?
I saw it was 5 solos, and I just had a feeling he was going to win the game, too. I just had a feeling.
You just had the instinct. You just knew it was going to happen. Peterbot as well, obviously, the first 2 games, they didn't go according to plan, but that is the way to go into the break on this final Sunday. How do you guys feel like the first 2 games? Things are really looking good now going into this break. What do you do to regroup during this this halftime break?
Yeah, we're going to talk to our coach and go over the first 2 games and see what went wrong, and yeah, we'll go from there.
And anything you want to say to Queasy and Thomas HD for the first couple of matches as well? I mean, obviously the crowd here are very excited too. He's checking his stats on screen. He's looking at the leaderboard, and we have ourselves a, hey, this is flip-flopping all the way here, but there's a difference in points now. You guys are back on top.
Thank God. God did.
Okay, and Pollo, going into this last part now, you two, how are you feeling? Are you confident that that is definitely within your grasp? 3 games left to go.
Yeah, I think we can win. Just replicate what we did last game and the other games we won yesterday as well.
Okay, well, let's see exactly how it's going to unfold. One more time, Fort Worth, give it up for Peter Bot and Pollo! This is one serious Global Championships final. 3 games left to play today. We can't wait to see what happens next. Zeke, what do you guys think? This is blowing my mind.
My hands are up. My hands are up. I don't know what's happening anymore. I cannot even believe this. First off, how did this game end as a solos? This is a duos competition. Solos running around, and just the fact that Peterbot pulls off one of the most insane solo clutches, right? I mean, Pollo goes down in 11.
Yeah, and then Peterbot, one by one, systematically takes out the rest of the lobby. And you can see it in his load up right there. And he called it out, the gatekeeper, with that drum mag. So no longer does he just have 3 shots. Oh, is there 5 solos? Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I have in my gatekeeper. I am going to take down everyone. And it was such a good run from them on the low ground. Even though they did have a little bit of a rough start with these first 2 games of the day, they did not let that knock them down. And now they're knocking everyone else out.
I mean, this is what you need to do to win a global championships. You need massive solo clutches like this. I mean, these final moments right here, every single elimination, every single refresh he was able to get was just compounding. Look at all these builds that he was able to get. Double elimination right there was absolutely crazy. And I noticed when I looked at the Duke's POV, Duke's had no materials, so Peterbot had the advantage. This elimination on low ground was crazy as well. Peterbot had so many more materials than him, so he took height perfectly. And I thought for a moment there was a moment last Globals where Dukes had an insane solo clutch from the low ground. I thought, are we going to see a similar sort of thing again? But then, of course, it's Peterbot. He was only going to win that.
You know, they like to say that sometimes people like to put people into a false sense of security. Oh, Peterbot and Pollo, day 2, they're washed. Everyone else, this is when they put them into that sense of, maybe we have a chance. Oh no, Peterbot and Pollo, they're still there to fight. They're still there to show that they are the best in the world and at the top of the leaderboard.
Oh no, they've reclaimed that spot for just a moment. Thomas HD Queasy had it. And for a moment, it was like, okay, the reign's over. Could this be the moment? And then Peterbot and Pollo answered that question. No! Nice try, fools. I cannot believe what we just witnessed. And 10 eliminations. Remember, the victory round is worth 100 points by itself.
Yes.
You slap 60 points on top of that. Here we are. Here we are.
56 eliminations. Look at that column 1 in from the right. 56. Nobody else comes even close to that. The second place team, Thomas and Queasy, 29 eliminations. I mean, we saw them do it online. We saw them W King. We saw them being such a menace to the lobby. I think a lot of people, myself included, were like, are they really going to be able to do that on this global stage in front of the best teams in the world, in front of this amazing audience in person? Yes, is the answer. They can do it. They can still do it. And I mean, that's a great response after the first 2 games. Wasn't the best for them, but that's a response of winners right there.
However, there are still 3 more games to go. We have already seen the leaderboard in first place change between 2 teams, and we do see that there are other duos on that leaderboard that are within reach. And we now know that Peterbot and Pollo are not invulnerable. We did see them go down in games 7 and 8. There is a possibility that that happens again. However, I love what they're saying. They're going to go back to their coach. They're going to go review specifically what went wrong in those games, and hopefully they never replicate it again.
That's right, and you saw them there on screen. They're right at it, right? They are really quickly trying to identify those issues. On the flip side, Thomas HD and Queasy, right? How they must be feeling. For a moment, it was ours, and now the rug pulled out from underneath them. We have a listen-in from this last game. Take a look.
Stay down there! On me, I'm probably dead. On me. I'm dead. I'm dying right here, and this 2 flashes. Nice. It's hella solo, bro. Nice, bro. You have 5 metal walls. Body. Also, bro, all solos, 5 solos, 5 solos. Nice. Nice, nice, get 2 bodies there, 2 bodies there. 2 more solos, 2 more solos. You need to reload. One's on height. I think you go up. Nice, nice, bro. Hit. Except 20 goals, but you can fizz. Nice. Nice! The best player in the world, baby! Oh my god. Come on! Let's go!
You're
actually crazy.
Holy, bro, let's go!
Yeah, so remember for like a moment, like a lot of yesterday, we had that like super cocky Peterbot, and then like for the first 2 games he was there. He's back, he never left again. He was just like, it was like the dangling the carrot, like, yeah, everything's cool, everything's fine. These guys are beatable, just kidding. That's not the case.
I do want to mention, though, yes, Peterbot and Pollo did absolutely well there, but Queasy, a solo on the low ground with no mats, able to get back-to-back eliminations as well, just making sure that they are still collecting those points because they don't want to see the 150-point deficit that they saw from yesterday.
Yeah, they really don't. Really well-played game from these guys. I mean, it's unfortunate that Peterbot and Pollo had such a good game from their perspective because this was another solid performance from them. You saw how Thomas HD went down right there. Really unfortunate situation. Queasy was actually able to pick up Thomas HD's materials once he was finally eliminated in the storm, so that just kept him going and allowed him to make this solo clutch. Some really, really nice eliminations.
Oh.
This one in particular, unfortunate that he couldn't get those builds because I think if he could have got those builds, he would have had a little bit of a better placement in the end, but solo clutching 6 is so good, and particularly for Queasy, who I feel like people don't often give him the credit as a really great mechanical player. It's all about Thomas HD. He's the fragger, he's the best player in this duo, but no, Queasy has what it takes as well. He's proved it previously, he's proved it today. He is one that can perform as a solo.
And think just off that performance, right? That was enough to kind of, because Peterbot and Pollo could have run off, right?
Yeah.
And that was enough to just hold them on and just say, like, look, you're going to pull ahead, but I'm going to make sure that lead is not as big as it could have been. Props to Queasy after that, my goodness. Also as well, just a couple highlights from the last game, Dukes and Sphinx. Dukes making into that 2nd place, they burned so much for that high ground, though. Still, 2nd place, placement and eliminations, that's huge.
Yeah, and Dukes and Finks had a pretty good day 1 as well, so to keep that rolling into day number 2, to control high ground there as well was very smart. Cammy and Seti for a moment there had high ground, but then they saw that they had low mats. That's when Dukes and Sphinx went up, and Cammy and Seti very smartly dropping down, not even trying to fight for it, because when you have no mats, what's the point there? Dukes and Sphinx capitalizing on that awareness, did a great job in that game.
Yeah, they did. And as you mentioned, Zeke, it's always tough to sort of keep those materials going when you're a high ground team like that. We saw at the end, Dukes didn't quite have the materials to try and win that final 1v1. I expect to see this team making more end games, though. It's nice to see them getting that 2nd place, as you mentioned, a really solid day for them yesterday. So building on that, not crumbling under the pressure of having that good performance in day 1. I'm excited to see what they can do.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite fam, we are now at the halfway point of the competition. Only 3 games left to go. Our players have left the stage. Now they'll have a moment here of respite. They'll be able to eat, talk to their coaches. So when we return from this next break, we'll have more for you here from the FNCS.
Fortnite's fun. We all know that. But how do we make it even funner? How about by playing it on one of the biggest screens in the world? Today we're going big. Big shout out to NASCAR for bringing us out here to the Texas Motor Speedway, just outside of Fort Worth, where we've invited some Fortnite players to play on the NASCAR Daytona Rocket Racing map. It's gonna be a great time.
I think the biggest monitor I played on is like 30 inches maybe, so it's a huge upgrade for sure.
Just to show y'all how big that monitor actually is, here, zoom in, see if you can see Benno. I think you need probably 1 million Bennos to make that whole entire monitor. Yeah, he's waving right there.
It would be sick to do a tournament here.
100%.
A tournament on the screen, bro? That'd be fun. I'd love to do that.
Come on in.
Big lev on.
Have you ever played on a screen this big?
No.
Not this big.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
He's taking a step. He's confident.
Take away.
I don't think you're gonna win though.
We're gonna jump in. We're gonna see who can get the fastest times today. We're gonna do some time trials, right? And it's live. Let's go.
You already
This guy's already
turned, dude.
You're 6 laps?
He's played this before. I feel like he's
Where's
played
the timer?
Maybe he's not played it before. The middle mouse button to activate your boost. Go on, Aaron. Go on, Aaron.
So you sit in this 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Get a grip. It's a route. Are you next? 11? Isn't it 11? Evan's gonna get the worst score, bro.
Really?
Don't get nervous, Clicks.
And it's live. Let's go. 320 to beat. No pressure at all. But if you don't beat the score, it will be pretty embarrassing for you.
Can you see what the kilometers is, like with the numbers? Yeah, I see.
Oh my God.
We bugged the map. You're gonna be 2 seconds, bro. You're gonna be 2 seconds.
You've lost a lot of seconds there, bro.
Let's see.
Clicks is rocking in with a
3:11.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. It was much.
That's not good. That's not great.
By 9 seconds.
So Cooper's stepping up next. Oh, bit of a slow start there, lad.
Yeah.
Wait, how am I slow though?
I think you'll hit sub 3 minutes at the moment, yeah.
Oh,
You got
strong
a good
finish. You got like strong finish.
253.
Oh no.
That's a good time. That's a good time. That's a good time. Canada, start your engine, lads. Let's go. Strong start.
Better than Cooper.
Hey, Canada.
Yeah, wrap this up.
No, there's a bug on me. No, I'm getting green. It's on me. It's on me, dude. No, this bug's on me. I'm getting green, bro.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Damn.
No.
What's it gonna be?
Ooh,
3 minutes on the
7
clock.
seconds.
8 seconds
short,
out.
bro.
Hey, at least I beat.
minutes.
Do you think he beats the time? I beat these two.
Who the worst is?
Who's the worst?
Oh yeah, your turn. Let me step up, bro.
Now,
Crazy.
now it's time for the tutorial.
No, it's an overcut. Oh, no. Tutorial. Oh no,
He's techie. He's drifting. He's techie with it.
This is a guarantee.
I got it. I hit it.
Oh no.
Come on, give me a good time, please. Under 250. Under 250.
3. Oh my God, you got slower than me. You got slower than me.
Commiserations. 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 Nice try.
Nice
Get
try,
next
bro.
one.
Nice try, bro. You guys got next.
Let's go.
To
To the winners.
the winners.
Place.
Well done. Second place.
Yes, sir. I
First
appreciate
place. Third place right here as well. And that was some rocket racing on the big horse. 218 feet wide, 97 feet tall. The biggest screen you guys will probably ever play on. What'd you make of that?
That was crazy.
Some fun?
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. Especially playing the racing game.
Yeah.
That hit.
It was good. Hey, shout out to Rocket Racing. We're going to see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Up here at the Creator Lounge, the influencers are plentiful, and let me tell you something, so were the vibes after that game. I mean, Peterbot and Pollo putting themselves back into the conversation, but now we're at the halfway point, and I just had to revisit a conversation from yesterday with two of our good friends, Blake and Somerset. Hey guys, how are we feeling after the 3 games from today?
I'm feeling good, man. Like, we got a tournament on our hands. Peterbot got a bad first 2 games. Thomas HT Queasy popped off. We thought like maybe Peterbot was gonna choke a little bit, but then he comes out with a crazy solo clutch. It was all solos at the end, a crazy game.
All I'm gonna say is Blake has been in support from Peterbot since the beginning. I may or may not have, but now I'm definitely turning my cheek onto them because they have been going absolutely crazy the last 2 days.
Awesome stuff. There's been a lot of surprises in the competition so far today. And Blake, heck it, why don't we throw a surprise your way as well? Why don't you go ahead and turn your head that way real quick? Everybody, it is Blake's birthday! On 3, I need one giant happy birthday for Blake himself. 1, 2, 3, happy birthday! Go ahead, Blake, go ahead and make a wish right there. There it is. How you feeling?
I just wish to qualify for Global Championship next year.
That's how you know he's a competitor. Somerset, you are always by Blake's side. Any words of affirmation for him?
Happy birthday. You're getting old. Everyone's making these accusations that you're washed now, so next year for Global, he's got to prove them wrong. Let's go.
There we go. Listen, we have some cake to celebrate with up here. There's going to be a celebration at the end of the day, and Queasy and Thomas are hoping to be a part of that.
Yeah, they really are. Can you make sure that you save us all 3 here some birthday cake? I would be devastated if you didn't, all right? I'm joined by Queasy and Thomas HD here. We have got ourselves a serious championship Sunday. Queasy, the first 3 games, I mean, we had ourselves a lot of points scored early on, and Peterbot Poyo going down gave you guys a real advantage to get up that leaderboard, and you were the top spot for a while. Walk us through those first kind of couple of games and how that went really well for you guys, ensuring that you are definitely in contention for that trophy.
I mean, we're just trying to be consistent, but it's hard to compete with Thanos himself, you know, so we'll see.
Thanos himself. I mean, Thomas as well. I mean, you obviously in that 3rd game watching Queasy there, who managed to clutch up and just carry on going. You need those kind of plays in finals like this, don't you?
Yeah, I was like really hyped that he clutched up a few elims and he clutched from top 12 till top 6, I think, or something. Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Well, I mean, there's only like, what, 40 or 50 points between you guys and top spot right now, which is absolutely doable with the 1.5 multiplier. The last 3 games, does anything change for you guys? Is there any kind of strat coming into this you think this is how we go for it, or is the consistency and the complacency of where you are right now going to get you through and up to that main stage to lift that trophy?
I mean, I don't think we can change much. Don't really have time to make adjustments, but we just keep doing what we're doing, and we hope it's enough.
I want to hear about one for a second here. You guys as a partnership. What is it like playing alongside Thomas HD? I guess a lot of people at home right now wishing they could be next to you guys, competing with you. What's this guy like playing next to?
It's amazing, and it's pretty easy to play, you know? That's about it.
Same question for you. I mean, this guy, he's done it all as well. Queasy is the man. Same thing. What is it like this season playing next to Queasy?
I mean, it's great playing with Queasy. Like, I don't think there's anyone else that I want to play like a LAN like this with than Queasy. I think he's like the best ideal by far.
Okay, we're going to see exactly what happens. Will they manage to go all the way and lift that trophy on behalf of the EU? I hope so. Let's head our way back over to the rest of the gang and see what they have to say.
On behalf of NA, I also hope so. That's just my opinion. Welcome back here from the FNCS. We just are sitting here at the halfway point. Man, that last game was so crazy once again. Obviously, we would love to see Thomas HD and Queasy win, but also that story, Peterbot and Poyo, the back and forth. It's a really great story.
It really is a great storyline, and I hope that we get to see both of these players make it to the end game for the next 3 games as well. However, like I said before, there is still an opportunity for other teams below them to climb up the leaderboard, and to not forget that this isn't just a fight for first place. Everyone is still trying to climb up this leaderboard, make sure that they get into those placements where the 6-digit figures are.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it there from them directly in the interview. We don't really have time to change things right now. They've had a very, very good day overall. Of course, they came out on top in game number 1. 2 very solid games here as well, going into the halfway point. It's just the fact that Peterbot and Poyo had such an incredible game number 3 that they really are just taking everyone by storm right now. Still within reach, though, as you mentioned earlier, Ronzi.
Yeah, and just look at this leaderboard here, right? Like, first place, right, 608, 569. So we got first and second kind of fighting it out. Third and fourth, right, in that 400, almost 500 range, they're fighting out. Fifth, all the way down to 9th. And you can even argue Bolt and Bryce are even trying to fight up into that competition. Guys, this is still anyone's game. We only have 3 games left to go. During this halftime,